This local sports report is brought to you by M&T Printing, offering banners, brochures, business cards, and more. Check out their website for a wide range of printed products at mtprint.com. Matthew Balloch is a 16-year-old defenseman with the Huron Perth Lakers. He is missing hockey right now. Everybody's missing hockey, but Matt is being positive and productive for when hockey does return. Matt, tell us some of the things that you're doing to make sure that you're the best version of yourself when we can get back on the ice.
Well, I think I'm doing everything like a kid should be doing in this time, having a good diet, eating healthy all the time, working out, going for runs, doing the basic stuff to be the best me, I guess.
One of the things you've also done during this downtime, I guess we should call it, is you've put together a highlight reel of yourself from the past couple of years, just to give scouts and general managers a feel for who you are and what your game is about. I see you as a physical defenseman who can put the puck in the net. I've had the privilege to see you play the last couple of years. But from your perspective, how would you describe your game, Matt?
I would say I honestly just give offense from the back end, and if you ever need a guy out of the play, I'll be there to take him out with a huge hit, get the boys buzzing. I'm just the game changing by big hits or the puck moving.
You've come a long way in a couple of years, Matt, and I think that's a credit to the hard work and the effort that you've put in moving from host league to MD. You played a couple of years of AA hockey in minor and major bantam, and now you're playing AAA with the Huron Perth Lakers, last year with the U16 program, and this year with the U18s. A credit to you. What's that journey been like for you, and what's it like to see that hard work pay off with the opportunities you've been given?
Oh, it's just unreal now. It's amazing because I was always the hardest working kid on every single team. I just never took a day off. I would always show up to the rink, have an hour and a half practice as hard as I could, and then I'd go home and have a big rest. I was always putting in 110 effort every time.
What are some of the future goals? What are some of the things you think about? You've come a long way. Obviously, this is an important time in your life, and this is an important year for you, just in terms of getting noticed to potentially play, whether it be the GOJHL or different opportunities that might come along. When you look at where you'd like to be in the future, what are some of the things that you think about, Matt?
I just think about going as far as I can and my parents being happy, all the money spent in minor hockey, making it worth it and stuff. Honestly, every offer is grateful, and I'll always think about every offer that I get.
I think last year was a great learning experience for you on that U16 team. You had such a great playoff run, beating Windsor in that first round, and then what a series against the Elgin Middlesex Chiefs. Ultimately, you came out on the short end of that, but I think you can take a lot away from that experience, Matt, having the opportunity to play in those pressure-packed games, and obviously the rink was full with all the parents and the different fans. What do you just remember about the playoff run, and why you're better off for it, why you're a better player for having had those experiences?
Oh, it's just the pressure. The pressure is unreal. All those eyes watching you and everything, and those tight games. Elgin is an insane team. Half of their team got drafted, and it just they're just so gross, and you just had to give it 110 every time you were on the ice, and one easy mix up, the puck's in the back of your net. And then it was just amazing when let's say I threw a big hit, the whole crowd is buzzing, and it lifts your spirit up, and then that's what I think made us keep going.
I know some of your teammates have carried over from U16 into U18. We'll focus on U18 in a minute. What are your best memories? What were those best experiences? Was it the teammates? Was it the on-ice play from that U16 season? Because what a great run you guys had with a great coaching staff too.
Yeah, honestly, it was just the boys. It was especially harder for me being from London, not knowing anyone either. And then I came in and I thought I was at home. We were brothers from the first second I got in there. And then just after wins, coming into the dressing room, everyone screaming, putting on our music. It was just amazing.
Here's the thing that Matt Doyle, who's the U18 coach with HP, this is something he talks about all the time. And you mentioned it there a little bit with the U16 program. Matt Doyle talks about family and he talks about brothers. And I know you haven't had a lot of time to be on the ice this year, and we're not talking about COVID. That's just the situation that we're in right now. You did have the opportunity to play, a couple of games through November and in the early part of December. What do you like about this year's group? What do you like about the U18 program with the Lakers?
Oh, we're all the same. Like, it's not very quiet in our room, and like everyone's outgoing, and like we'll chirp each other, but at the end of the day, we all like each other. Like, it's just amazing. And then I know if we had a season, it'd be a great run we had.
How are you hoping to progress this year as a player? Let's say everything falls into place here in the next couple of weeks, and maybe we're able to get back on the ice and have some sort of condensed season or whatever that may look like. How are you hoping to improve and sort of best showcase yourself in this U18 season?
Like I said, just every time I'm on the ice, there's always going to be people watching. So I got to be on my A game all the time. And then let's hope like someone likes me, and then go from there.
How about the U18 coaches? Matt Doyle, Dre Sloat, Shane O'Brien, Larry, a real veteran group there. You've only been with them again for a short period of time, but what have you learned from them, and what can you say about the program that they've built?
Honestly, it's amazing. Like, we probably got in like 2 fights at the start, and then they nipped it right in the butt. Like, when we don't listen, they put us in check, and I think we got better by the end. Like, towards when lockdown happened, and just they're amazing people too. Like, they'll be hard on you, but then they'll love you when like it comes down to it. Like, and Matt Doyle, he's just a beauty, because like he, even on Christmas, he was texting me Merry Christmas and everything. Like, he doesn't miss a beat with that stuff.
Last one I want to ask you about, Matt, and it's about your passion for the game and why you love it so much. Obviously, like we talked about a few minutes ago, you've been playing this thing for a long time, and you've really moved up through the ranks and really progressed again through the hard work that you've put into it. What do you love most about the game, and where does your passion come from for hockey?
Well, honestly, like I just love being with the boys, I guess, and like just the feeling of being in a group, and like having people you can depend on and stuff. Like, it's amazing. It's a great feeling. And I guess my passion kind of came from my dad, because he was actually the first hockey guy in our family. And then it just carried on to me when he was taking me out public skating and stuff.
The apple doesn't fall far from the tree. Matt Balloch, thank you very much for the time. We appreciate it. Here's what I'm hoping, that we will see you at the Rotary Complex very soon, because that means that we're back on the ice playing hockey. Appreciate the time, Matt. Keep working hard, and great job with this interview.
Thanks, Darren.
For more highlights, visit our website, 519sportsonline.ca. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.